got some more DC stupid gay nonsense again here. Now, recently I did a video talking about how Tom Taylor made John Kent being a bisexual guy and not wanting to hurt anybody was much more heroic than actually stopping and fighting supervillains. You know, that showed this how level of stupid he is and what his type of writing actually is about. Now, John Kent is not the only comic character that has been sacrificed on the altar of wokeism. There are others. One such is Tim Drake. Tim Drake was Robin. Tim Drake was the only Robin that actually wanted to be Robin. He figured that he has an analytical mind, much like Batman. He figured out who Batman was, figured out something happened to Robin, figured out a way to become Robin, and figured out a way to put himself into a position that Batman had to take him on. And throughout his time, he's been a really good Robin. He's had some different adventures here and there. He's a character that had a lot of opportunity to actually evolve. Did they do that? No, because after a while, they didn't know what to do with the character at all, right? Because he couldn't stay as Robin forever. They brought in Damian Wayne, who is the current Robin, but still have Tim Drake calling himself Robin. I mean, at one point he was Red Robin, and then at another time when Bendis was doing whatever he was doing, they called him Drake or something, which didn't make any kind of sense whatsoever. So they figured to themselves, hey, you know what? We have no idea what to do with Tim Drake as Robin. Let's go down the route we normally go down and decide to go out and say, well, hey, now he's bisexual, but we know it's gay. We all know that. We know that's what it is. That's what they're doing. Right? That's what they're doing. So they did that, and people were pissed. Fans were beyond incensed. They saw it as a slap in the face. I mean, many were already jumping off ship because they saw that there was no progress being made with Tim Drake as Robin. And then when they decide to go and do that now, even more jump off ship. So now it doesn't even matter. And there's this other person who does some YouTube videos, calls themselves a comic book aficionado. Now, I'm not going to call out anybody's name right there. I don't believe in that sort of stuff. But what I'm going to say is, I saw this person do a video stating that Tim Drake was always bisexual, and they don't understand why people have such a problem with it. But keep in mind, this was the same genius who did a video stating that the new static series that they brought out was actually really good, and people had a problem with it because it was too political. So immediately, I already, and I've looked at some of the other videos this person, and I can tell you right now, this person has no bloody clue what the hell they're doing, and they just bow to the altar of wokeism in order to get, props from DC and Marvel, so they get access to different things before they come out. But you have no idea what you're doing, because I did a video on the Static series, which is one of the worst comics I've ever read. I read the first 5 issues of it. One of the worst comics I have ever read. So to come out and say Tim Drake was always bisexual or always gay, no, because Chuck Dixon, he stated publicly that, he was never like that. And when they did this to the character, did they make him any more interesting or anything? No, they didn't. So DC had their Pride Month nonsense not too long ago. Tim Drake special #1 in Pride. A whole thing about, he coming to terms with the fact that bisexual and all of this, and some fella, I think his boy name is Bernard or something like that. It was a whole nonsense. I did not read it. I have absolutely no interest in reading anything DC puts out, whether it be Pride or not. Well, even worse if it's Pride. I saw several people do videos reviewing it, and I have not heard a single person say it was anything good. Everything Pride is just a bunch of, them running around and everybody being ecstatic for the fact that, this person is now bisexual, this person is now gay, this person is now this, and everybody's so happy and colorful flags and all sorts of nonsense. Nothing actual story related or anything good whatsoever. No. This is what they're pushing. Well, has the character been made interesting? No. Has anything interesting whatsoever happened with Tim Drake in, however long? No. Because at this point, he shouldn't even be Robin. There is already a Robin. Why not just elevate the character, give him a different identity, something? But this is an ongoing problem with DC. They don't know how to write anything. They don't know how to elevate any character. All they focused on now is a bunch of pride-obsessed nonsense that your readers are outwardly rejecting and don't like. But you keep pushing it, like you figure if people choke on it, they're going to somehow love it at some point down the road. No, you have done nothing to elevate this character. So even after all of that now, you understand me, we get news that following the DC Pride special, and this is the only thing they go use to really cover, Tim Drake gets new ongoing series, Tim Drake Robin. Give you the rundown of it. Tim Drake is getting a new ongoing series in September titled Tim Drake Robin from the creative team of writer Megan Fitzmartin and artist Riley Rossmo. DC Comics has announced. The first issue is slated to arrive on September 27, spinning out of Tim Drake's recent stories in the Batman Urban Legends anthology and this past week's Tim Drake Pride special. Tim, as folks who read those recent comics are surely aware, has recently come out and is involved in a romance with his friend Bernard. Yes, because it's never happened before. You understand that he had other female love interests. I mean, one of who was Stephanie Brown. Spoiler. He and she was very close together and had people were really good with that. But no, you had no idea what to do with the character. Let's do this now. Here's the plot description. So here it is. This kinetic high-energy series pulls Tim center stage as a mystery over a year in the making takes shape. A new villain who's been hounding Tim from afar decides to take things up close and personal, putting Bernard, of course, because you have to put Bernard have to be most important, and everyone else Tim cares about in peril. So you realize they name Bernard, but everyone else Tim cares about in peril. At that, and Tim finally carves out a corner of Gotham City just for himself and sets up shop in his very own murder shack boat. Christ almighty. Fitzmartin has been doing great work with Tim Drake for going on past a year now. Are you serious? And the artist is coming off of the Harley Quinn series, but I don't know, but you're not elevating this character at all. You've done nothing whatsoever to make this character the least bit interesting. I mean, you have a character in Tim Drake that is, a Robin that people actually liked. He was a Robin that has a very analytical mind, has a very way that he works. There was even a story where Batman was out of Gotham City and Joker had broken out of Arkham, and it was just Tim Drake Robin there, and he had to stop Joker on his own. And a lot of people say that was a really good story. I never get to read, like it was like 1 or 2 issues of that. I never got to see the whole thing, but I got to read the whole thing. But people liked Tim Drake as Robin. Elevate the character, no. But when you do this, people know exactly what's going to happen. The same thing that's being done with John Kent. You're not going to be telling that story about actual, about actual crime fighting and crime solving. No, what it's going to be is a story about the new gay Robin and all his happy times with Bernard, and every once in a while you're sprinkling a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and hope that the people are going to say, well, okay, this look close to what we used to know, so let me stick around for it. Your fans are not happy. They are very pissed. They don't like it. You can actually see that you're from what is going on, because the sales are plummeting. They know what you're doing. You know what you're doing to them, and they're walking away from it. And anything that happens, you want to call them out as homophobes or whatever. No, people don't want to read this. There's a place for this if you want to put in some kind of graphic novel or something otherwise, but you don't just take your characters, swap their sexuality, and forget, well, you know, that's going to somehow appeal to somebody out there. No. People see it for what it is. They want to read actual comics, they want to read actual things, they want to actually read about Tim Drake as a superhero. He's had his time as Robin, elevate the character, you know, show that he's cool, show that he's efficient. I mean, if he wants to leave Gotham and go to another city or something and do something, okay. But you're not doing that. You're just basically saying, well, you know what? Let's just be happy with this and hope that nobody gives a crap down the road. This entire Tim Drake Robin thing is just D.O.A to me. I would be surprised if this even makes it past 6 issues. I think they're just going and flop badly, and just going and leave it, because it doesn't seem to be good in any way, shape, or form whatsoever at all. So I think that's just it there. Honestly, to God, I think it's just done and done. That's it. That's done and done. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. If you have a different opinion, be happy to hear it. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.